This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. We have two teams tonight, Doris, with a lot of experience between them. What type of game, in your view, does that typically result in?
Well, typically you see a very well-played game, very few turnovers from either side, a high level of execution on both the offensive and defensive ends, and sometimes it comes down to the little things. Who wins the 50-50 balls? Who goes to the free throw line more? When you're talking about two high-caliber, experienced teams, it's the little things that make a difference.
Attention to detail. Well said. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Matthews and Barnes fill up the forward spots. Smith at point and Doncic next to him. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Beverly wide open. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from rain.
Right, you like the mindset so far, Greg. If you give them room to drain it, they'll do just that.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Doncic kicks to Jordan. And there's the pass to Doncic. Almost, but it rolls out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Here's Matthews. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Matthews has got his first points in this one.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open. Let me make the game easy for him.
Gortat with the screen for Beverly. Inside. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic kicks to Barnes. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Matthews passes to Barnes. The putback. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harris inside, covered by Barnes, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harris.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. Well, when people talk about Harrison Barnes, Doris, everyone will tell you he's one of the most poised and thoughtful players in the league.
I think some of that was on display during his tenure with the Golden State Warriors. And with this present organization, they've basically said, we need you to be a more vocal leader. And he's accepted that challenge.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, spot-up shooting, one of Barnes' really strong suits offensively.
And Beverly kicks to Gortat. Back to Beverly. There's a screen by Gortat. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power. Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now, here's Doncic. Smith kicks to Barnes, shoots the 3, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Gortat. Beverly sets the screen for Gortat. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Beverly. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Matthews kicks to Smith. Offline with his 3. Basket good.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And DeAndre Jordan this last offseason opting out of his contract with the LA Clippers. He felt, Greg, obviously it was time to move on.
It didn't take long for Jordan to find a new home here in Dallas. had almost signed with them last time he was a free agent. Closed the deal this time around. Still has a lot to offer and a really good fit for this team inside.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Williams, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Great open look there. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Nowitzki for three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Johnson outside. Scott a screen. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. And another three for the Clippers.
You know, I like how he's getting involved in the offense. He's picking his spots and making his shot attempts count.
Here's Nowitzki. Again, the Mavericks score.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Scott a screen. Scott with a screen on Nowitzki. Here's Johnson, and it's sent back by Nowitzki.
And Dirk has always been a bit underrated defensively. Superb length to contest and block shots.
Mavericks trailed by three. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Barea with the basket on the assist by Barnes.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Williams. He has 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Lets a floater go. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 8 points.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Well, I like the synergy, right? The ball is moving well, and they're seeing that hard work pay off.
It's been all about Lou Williams for Los Angeles. It's been a storied career for Dirk Nowitzki, but as he...
Jay Kidd sort of tried all sorts of things when he was here. He was older, and, you know, he got massages right before the games and the stretching and all that. Now I'm in the same shoes. You know, I do all that stuff now, and you almost do as much off the court as you practice on the court.
A lot goes into holding off Father Time, but Father Time, by the way, is undefeated.
Yeah, and retirement's something he's considered for a few summers now, but he's making the most of his Hall of Fame career, savoring every last minute.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Scott, and it's Thornwell in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Scott. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Dallas doing everything they could do to accelerate their rebuilding process this past summer, Greg. They made a lot of moves.
You know, trading up for Doncic sends the message they want to compete now. Brought in DeAndre Jordan to shore up the center spot. Mavs definitely accelerated to where they feel they can compete for a playoff spot.
And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the summer league as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
Powell kicks to Barea. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Kleba, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard, it's been a hand-and-glove fit. The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff, thanks. And the Clippers making a switch here. Harris has checked in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Kleba, again the miss by the Mavericks.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Smith checked in for the Mavericks. Clippers leading by 5. A floater, and it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Smith kicks to Barea. Kleba, the pass to Powell. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Pass to Barea. Over Williams. Barea, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Clippers. A lot of guys can take over a game, Doris, at a moment's notice. You snap of your finger. In your mind, who goes that quickly into that zone and takes over like that?
I'll tell you this. The guy who comes first to my mind is Klay Thompson. I mean, what we've seen this guy achieve in a 12-minute quarter and the speed with which the ball from the touch of his fingertips to the release is incredible. Damian Lillard, another guy, doesn't get it off quite as fast as Klay, but can put 20-30 in a quarter in a heartbeat. Guys like Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, when they start cooking, boy, you better step out that kitchen because you're going to be in trouble, Kevin.
You are. Well said. And it goes down 2 points. Powell's got his first points of the night.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
Scott, a screen. Top of the key. No good on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Powell, the pass to Smith. To the paint. Here's Kleba, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Gortat's checked in for Scott. Dallas also making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Barnes in for J.J. Barea. And Beverly kicks to Harris. Gortat with the screen for Harris. That's tipped.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Back to Gortat. Powell with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Gortat with a screen on Barnes. Here's Gallinari. Banked in off the glass. Gallinari's got 5 points in the quarter. Mavericks trailed by 8. Passes to Powell. Back to Smith. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Working on his interior game, Smith Jr. is very aware he has what it takes to score from there.
Beverly, the pass to Harris. Back to Beverly. High arcing shot. No good. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Beverly kicks to Harris. 1:04 left here in the second. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Matthews.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Doncic is checked in. Bradley is screen on Smith. Here's Gortat. Back to Beverly. Lets it go from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they ramped up their intensity, forced good things to happen, and now they're right back in it.
Beverly with the ball. He has 7. Gallinari outside. High, arcing shot. And so it's a close game as we wrap. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it with the second half about to be.
We welcome you back with a view of the 110 freeway cutting right through downtown Los Angeles. Never a shortage of traffic on that stretch of road. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. It's been a clinic out there by Lou Williams.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Doncic and Matthews, the 2 and the 3. The 4 is Barnes with Jordan as the 5. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. Mavericks trail by 4. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 1 season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas on defense. Here's Harris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Harrison Barnes picks one up. We now have rules, Doris, that protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, we certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
The quick look, no good that time.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Williams, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Mavericks also with a sub. Moreira's checked in. Gallinari with it. Matthews covering. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they missed, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Shot on the wing, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Offensive rebound, Jordan. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
The initial miss was the best thing that could have happened to them. He was in absolutely perfect position for the putback.
Mike Scott's checked in for the Clippers. Sindarius Thornwell comes in for Gallinari. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Barea. Count that one.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, you know, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded by Williams. Kleba, the pass to Barea. His 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
Bucket is good, and it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The pass to Kleba, down low, and the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul. Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Dwight Powell's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nowitzki dishes to Barea. Here's Kleba. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. Clippers leading by 3. Thornwell kicks to Williams. It's deflected.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
To the middle, and stolen by Scott. Here's Thornwell. Got a hand on it. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper.
Williams can't hit.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Pass to Doncic. Shot to stop the drought. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Gortat's checked in for Scott. Avery Bradley comes in for Sindarius Thornwell. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Smith. Nowitzki against Gortat. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
Beverly the pass to Williams. Williams a screen. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got 3 rebounds now in this one. For 3, Smith. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep. He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Here's Beverly. 7 points in the game. Pass to Gortat. To the paint. Here's Williams. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. 16 points for Williams.
I'll tell you, he gets into terrific post position. The entry feed is right where it needs to be.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Clippers lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Gallinari is out there with Johnson. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. LA's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. There's a screen by Gortat. Johnson kicks to Gortat. They set the pick. Latrey.
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their #1 option as they look to close this game out.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Doncic. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside, Johnson. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And Matthews kicks to Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3. It just slips away.
And that's collected by Nowitzki.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Matthews passes to Nowitzki. Count that one. Nowitzki's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Mavs.
A beautiful touch from Dirk Nowitzki. So confident in that mid-range.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You know what, Greg? There may not be a more likable superstar in the NBA than Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, everyone loves Nowitzki.
And a large part of that is just Dirk plays the game with a smile on his face, it seems, at all times. His play style is one that is hard to root against, having so much skill in the body of a 7-footer. And it's one thing to be respected by everybody. It's another to be loved by everyone in that regard. And Dirk's, he's one of a kind.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
I'll tell you, Avery Bradley showing great confidence in that three-point ability. The defense has now got to keep him legit.
Nowitzki, the pass to Jordan. Gortat with the defensive effort.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to effect it.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
Count that one.
That's a really good play call. Right where Matthews wants it. He's a master of the catch-and-shoot game.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. There's a screen by Gortat. And Gallinari kicks to Beverly. Wide open look. Again, Los Angeles.
And like seeing Beverly get involved there. Sweet shooting from the speedy guard.
It's Matthews on the wing. To the paint, Jordan. fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Jordan sends it back. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Smith with the ball. It's good. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Beverly against Smith. And Beverly kicks to Bradley. There's a screen by Gortat. 5 on the clock. Gortat, and no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Jordan. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Jordan's got 10 points here in the second half. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent. A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
That shot, no good. Gortat with the defensive effort. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Avery Bradley. Williams up on top. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
A critical bucket for them. Gortat answering the bell.
The Mavericks leading. Passes to Doncic. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's the Mavericks now. Jordan dishes to Matthews. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 11 points for Wesley Matthews.
The heat is on, and Matthews comes alive. His shot-making ability in these situations is downright crazy.
Williams, that's good.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Certainly not. This is when you want to see tight, aggressive defense. Everybody on point down the stretch in a close game.
Gortat with the block.
The swat by Gortat. He doesn't chase blocks, but he can send them back.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded by Williams. Doncic passes to Smith. It's hauled in by the Clippers. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Doncic kicks to Jordan. Smith on the wing. Now the pass to Doncic. Matthews dishes to Doncic. Misses the three. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Both teams deciding to change it up. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Oh, yeah, he knows what those free throws mean, right? That takes away any chance of a last-minute comeback.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 5. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And down like this, there's so much to talk about. I don't know if one timeout is going to be enough.
I think it's looking pretty bleak.
So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.